Hello beautiful people, it's a girl Jine and it's Jine Signatures. So today I'll be making this beautiful top. It's a turtleneck top with um is it a bell sleeve? Well, it's actually not a bell sleeve, but it's a beautiful kind of sleeve, like an A-line sleeve. Yeah. So if this is what you're interested in, be sit back, relax, and enjoy it. So like you saw on the thumbnail, my client didn't want that pattern by the side of the top. So if you want yours, you can get it in the market. It's quite seen in the market, so just go ahead and adorn it with that if you want it. But the area of concentration is going to be on the top. I'll be showing you a brief tutorial on how I made the trouser as well. So for the trouser, it's going to be an accordion fabric, like sunray, like we call it. So I've gotten my tie measurement divided by 2 and I added 1 inch sewing allowance. And so the next thing I did is to get my crotch depth, which I divided my hip by 4 and I added 1 inch. And then I got my waist to my hip. And when doing all this, make sure you place your band allowance above before getting it, and then you just connect like so. So this is just like a bonus for people that do not cut trousers. But if you want a detailed tutorial on how to cut a trouser, please just go and check it on my playlist. I already have detailed tutorials on how to go about that. And if you want your trouser, the front part, the flap, to be laying as flat as anything, just check out my tutorials on how to cut out a pant trouser. It's very, very easy. You will never have issues with your crotch. I believe you. I bet you on that. So just go ahead, check it out, and then you'll be glad you did. So I've gone ahead to cut the back. As you can see, I added my allowances and extensions, and I'm basically cutting it out right here. Yeah. And so this is the back part. So we have our front pieces and then we have our back pieces. So just slanted out 1/2 inch on the waistline so that it will have a fitting. So now we're going over to the top. So for the top, I've gotten these on my paper first before transferring to the fabric here. So I got the length of my top, which is about 26 to 27 inches. And then I divided the shoulder by 2, and then I came down for my armhole depth. And then I'll mark my shoulder point on that to get a straight line like so. For the neck width, because it's going to be a kind of turtleneck line, so I used about 3 inches for now, or 2.5 here. And then I slanted my shoulder. So the next thing to get is to get my half length measurement or waist measurement, and then of course the length of the top. So I'll divide my bust measurement by 4. I'll add 1 inch for ease, and then 1 inch for sewing allowance, or 2 inches for sewing allowance. But I want to connect my armhole curve like so. So I'll go to my waist, divide the waist by 4, add 1 inch for that, and then my sewing allowance is of 1.5 inches. And then on the length of the top, I'll divide my hip by 4 because it's going to get around the hip area, and then add my sewing allowances. So I'm just going to connect all these points together like so. So the next thing to do now is to come down for my neck width, which is I used about 3 inches, and then I connected like so. So the next thing to do is to get our dart. So extend the line on the chest line so that you get the drift. So I divide the bust span into 2 and then mark it all the way to the hip line, and then connect it into a straight line like so. And then I'll come to my waist measurement and then take my 1/2 inch on my waist and then go up by 3 inches from the hip line, and then connect my darts like so. So if you want a princess dart, you can go ahead and do that. Yeah. After doing all this, you just divide your armhole curve into 2. You get the midpoint and then you connect it to your bust span measurement. But I don't want that. I just want this dart like so. So if you want the sides to be exaggerated, you can increase your hip width by about 3 or 4 inches if you want it exaggerated at the lower part, but my client does not want that. So for the neck depth, I later increased it to 4 inches, and then I came down by 3 inches for the gap that is going to be in the front. and I went in by half an inch. Okay, I went up, not went down. I went up by 3 inches and then came down by 4 inches for my gap. So that is what we have there. So we're basically through with the front piece, and then I'll go ahead and cut it out like so. So just go ahead and cut it out as you see me doing. Yeah, so this is what we have. So now I'll just use this and cut out on my back. I don't want to waste my fabric, so I just went up by 1 inch from the side and then slanted it like that because I don't want it straight or pointed. So just do it like this to give it a bit of a beautiful look by the sides. So I'll fold my fabric into two. I want to cut out the back piece, and then I'll place this on my fabric like this. So the only adjustment I'll be adding is to just add my zipper allowance, and then I'll cut out it. And then of course the neck depth for the back is not going to be as low as that of the front. So the neck depth for the back is going to be about 1 inch, and then I'll connect it like so. So that's my zipper allowance. So I'll go ahead and cut it out like so. And then for the armhole, add about half an inch, because for the front we've already gone in by half an inch. So just go ahead and cut it out like so. So I'm trying to match where the darts and the zipper allowance is going to be at the back. So now I'll remove my zipper bulginess by about half an inch and then cut that out as well. So this is what we have for the back. So I'll just indicate those lines because I'll need it to create my darts for the back as well. So just rule that out. So like what we did on the front piece, you just impute your darts. So from the zipper allowance you get your bust band measurement, and then you connect it like so. You take your half inch on the waistline, and then you connect it like that. So whatever you did on this side, you're going to be repeating it on the other side. So just indicate the lines as well, instead of you checking out where you're going to be marking. So all you need to do is to just rule out your zipper allowance, and then you do exactly what I did on the reverse side. You get your bust band measurement, you connect it, and then you take your 1 inch for that in the middle like so. You can see that it's pretty much very easy to do. And then from the hip line you go up by about 3 inches. So this is what we have. So all you need to do is to just go and sew from one point to that point to another point. So for the front piece, I've placed my fabric on fold, and then I'll be going out to cut out exactly what I have. On the shoulder line, please remember to add half an inch for joining on your shoulders, and then you go ahead and cut out exactly what we have there. So I'm trying to indicate the lines as well for on the main fabric, so that it will be easy for me to get the lines. So I'll just roll that out straight, and then get the bust band measurement as well. So just go ahead and impute the darts, just like exactly what I did at the back. You're going to be doing the same thing at the front. So I'll open this up now. But I'll indicate the lines first before turning it to the other side, so that I will repeat the same thing on this side as well. I believe you understand what I'm doing. So from the middle point that I did, I just marked out the total amount of the nipple to nipple or bust band measurement. So in this case my client's zone is 8, so from that point I just marked out 8 inches, and then I'm doing the darts the same way I did it on the other side. So you can see that this is what we have. So I'm going to be sewing it from one point to the other, from one point to the other, and then we're good to go. So the next thing to do now is to cut these bell sleeves. So for the sleeves, you're going to be folding your fabric into 2. I'll cut one first before cutting the other one. So for the length, I got about 24 inches, and then I'll just get my armhole and then come down by about 4 inches for my armhole depth, and then carve it out like so. So like I always say, if you want a detailed tutorial on how to cut a sleeve, you just need a basic sleeve to cut this. So I'll just, from my armhole, I'll come down by about 10 or 11 inches, then I get the round sleeve for that particular point with my sewing allowance, and then I'll just slant it out like this. So that's how you just go ahead and cut this. It's very, very easy. Once you can cut a basic sleeve, you can cut this, okay? So I'll fold my fabric again into 2 and then place this on it to cut out the second sleeve. So this is what we have. So we have our 2 sleeves ready, but at this pointed part I'll go about 1 inch and then slant it in to remove that pointed part, like so. So the next thing to do is to cut out facing for the front, because I'll be needing a facing for that front before putting my collar. So just place my front piece like this and then trace out the facing for the front. So I didn't cut out that, so when I'm sewing it I'll cut out like so. So let me quickly go and do my darts, and then I'll be back to show you the next step. So I'm gonna ahead to put my darts. As you can see, this is the back piece and that's this zipper allowance. So as you can see, I've gone ahead to iron it as well. I've done for the front as well, and you can see, because this kind of dart, it gives fitting to your fabric or your dress. So you can see the neckline. I've gone ahead to use my facing to turn it for now. So the next thing to do is to join it on the shoulders. Just go ahead, place right sides facing each other, and then you're going to be sewing it by half inch on the shoulders. Then you go ahead and close it out on the sides by taking out your allowances. So I've gone ahead to do that, and this is what we have. I've even gone ahead to fix the collar. So all you need to do for the collar is to just measure it round and then cut it out and then fix. So I'll fix the zipper as well. So for the sleeves, you just go ahead and then fix out your sleeves. So you can see the way it's looking nice, looking very beautiful. And this is how I'll come to the end of the tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. Kindly watch out for my next tutorial because it's going to be beautiful. Thank you all and God bless you. See you on my next tutorial. Jine Signatures. Bye.